Pokemon Crystal, me proving to everyone with my magic skills to become a real Pokemon champion, featuring Daisy as my assistant. Enjoy the video! Alright, Rosalina, are you ready to do the story stuff of Kanto pretty much, which takes care of the machine parts? Yep, I'm ready for it, Daisy. Also, guys, the reason why we picked that one is because it's mandatory to do it anyways, and just to get it out of the way is, of course, obviously what we're gonna do. Yeah, and, not to mention, Rosalina, there's something I did. What is it? Well, I took some time at the game corner, and I actually decided to get the move tutor for Thunderbolt, and I taught it now to Elisa. So now Elisa has a completed moveset, and pretty much all of the Pokemon have a completed moveset at this point. Wow, Daisy, you're really goated for doing that. Thank you. You're really making my Pokemon team be the strongest team there is. Well, it's not only thanks to me, it's thanks to this amazing game called Perfect Crystal, which makes every Pokemon not only, which makes the opponent trainers not only have the level caps from the levels from Pokemon Heart Gold, it also literally just makes it a little. It also does a lot of things right. Like, for an example, you can change the clock freely, and you don't need to do the annoying button combination with using the annoying button combination in Crystal to change the clock, and also with the password and everything. You can just do it freely. Yeah. And yeah, if you're wondering, once again, this is something that Game Freak pretty much only fixed in the other games. There's the gym and then Gym. The double gym stands for Sabrina's gym, and the other gym here pretty much is the fighting dojo. Which the only guy that is there is this guy. Is he a trainer? Well, if it is... Oh, alright. And yeah, I got focus bands, pretty much. Yeah, what focus band does is allow your Pokemon to survive on 1 HP, but it's a rare moment of activating. Yep. And now we're at Cerulean City. This is where we need to be, because we need to go to the, yeah, we first have to go all the way towards this route, which is Route 9. Thank goodness there is no cut thing. Oh my god. There is a cut thing there. Ooh, that's a little bit unfortunate. Alright, well that's okay, because there is somebody I taught cut with, so... I guess cut was actually needed here as well. I mean, you can still delete cut on of course, Typhlosion, but I don't think you would do that. No way. So I have to Despobbit one of the Pokemons, and I already know which Pokemon I'm gonna Despobbit. And that will be, well, there is a lot of them actually. Yeah, who am I gonna Despobbit? I'll Despobbit Cypher for now. And then I'll withdraw a Pokemon that knows Cut, which I don't really know who knows Cut, actually. Krabby does. Oh yeah, Krabby knows Cut, I believe. Let's check his movesets, actually. Yep, I taught it Cut. Alright, nice. Okay, now you're officially ready to start. Yep. And, I'm gonna lead with you, Daisy, because you're the only one being level 44. And don't worry, guys, I will get the other thing back. But unfortunately, the only way to get to pretty much the power plants is just to go all the way around here. And then make it past this house, which is now not built in, which is an interesting thing they fixed. And here is Nuka Bridge, and we'll take that on later. We first have Route 9 to take care of. Luckily, there's no fighting Pokemon there. Nope. people shouldn't leave litter behind. Yeah, we're not littering. What the picnicker Edna said is pretty much just true about real life. Yeah, that's right. We also taught some of our Pokemon like great moves. Like you already saw on a couple of the last episode. I was taught Bite. Yep. We're sorry that this video will come out a little bit later than expected because, well, Team Yoshi had a lot of busy things to do. So yeah, this is why he does that. Yup. My Diamond is of course a busy worker. He had to finish my work, then he pretty much is doing the other stuff. I dare you to go for double team. I dare you. Well, since it's an AI trainer, I will just go for... Alright. Tail Whip is a little bit concerning. Yeah, that's pretty good special defense. Raichu does have terrible regular defense, and we'll make use of that later. Since Bite pretty much doesn't do a lot, I mean, it does same as Feint Attack. I really hope you learn Crunch soon. Or, I mean, I learn it. I don't think it's a move Umbreon can learn. Nah, I don't think so either. I can look it up if you want to. You know what? Do it, Daisy. Do it. Yeah, in Rock Tunnel there are no trainers, so we don't need to worry. Well, that's a useful way to gain experience. And man, all the trainers are pretty much... I think also the regular trainers have golden, hard gold, soul silver levels. Yeah, it definitely seems like it. Alright. Yeah, I did next to nothing with that Bite. Let's see. Nope. There's no way I can... There's no way I can legitimately learn that. I can learn Mean Look, Screech, and Moonlight, which heals my HP, but I don't learn anything else. And wait, Moonlight restores HP, is that right? Yep, it's right. Okay. Go for Screech all you want, but Daisy still has massive defense. Well, if a Pokemon is hard to kill that is not Poison type, we'll just use Toxic on it. Yeah, or is immune to Toxic like Steel types. We can't use Toxic on Steel typings either. Yeah, true. Alright, Sand Slash, Lisa, you do your job. I think Sand Slash is a little bit faster than Elisa is. Nope, Elisa is way faster. It's a good thing you actually chose a Pokemon that has the purple color, like Starmie for Elisa. Well, Elisa is a star, and is also loves purple and Waluigi, so that is why I put Elisa and Waluigi together in the same team. Yeah, you were really good with that. You were really smart for thinking that. Just gonna check for hidden items, because you never know. Oh, that's a hiker. You know what we do with hikers? We'll serve them down with Elisa. Alright, sure. Because this hiker personally wants it. Sydney. Also, we did face one of the bird keepers, and one of the bird keepers' names was Kyle. And I trained up your team, by the way, on the background too. Oh, you did? Well, if a trainer really was... If a birdkeeper really was named Kyle, you should have probably just destroyed it on the video. Nah. If that did happen, she would show it to Chelsea and then she would punish us. Whoa. Really? Oh my god, yeah, these two really need to, get along with each other. I think those two are actually, related more than, just Maisval and Chelsea. Yeah, true. Also, what shall we do for part 24? I don't know. What I do know is that this hiker is mandatory. Yep, Mount Silver is part of Johto. Mm-hmm. Also, you've already saw the release date of Pokemon Legends CA. We're not getting that game, because... Although Generation 10 is nice, we don't really need that game, pretty much. Nope. Nope. So we're sorry if you guys wanted to see that game. We're not getting it. Nope. We might be able, if Team Yoshi wants, he can get Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl. Probably Brilliant Diamond would be his favorite. Then we can do a Nuzlocke there. Yeah, do you know what is the thing in Team Yoshi's channel? He only has one Pokemon game on the Switch, and most of the other Pokemon games are only playable on online. Yeah, but we're already doing a Pokemon series, so that doesn't really help. And yeah, I'm not going to show you guys the poll, but I think you guys really want to see Mario play Pokemon Ruby, pretty much. Yeah, that one has the most votes, so we're probably going to do that one. This trainer will have a Meowth, which is not good. Nope, we don't have... I think I have went on a picnic before. Mega Drain on a Ghost Poison type. Yeah, that's double resisted. Not a good idea. Wait, does Goats resist Grass? Yeah, pretty much. It double resist Poison, it double resist Bug. Wouldn't it be better just to send out, like, Fire Mario? Nah, Hanzo got this. Skip Loom can't really do that much to me, especially if I get a critical hit, which would be very nice. And by the way, and fun fact, Daisy, there's something I do gotta tell you a little bit about Legend CA. The Kalos starters has Mega Evolutions, which is, of course, the Fennekin line, the Froakie line, and the Chespin line. Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty epic. Alright, use the Repel. Of course I will. I mean, we can listen to the Wild Pokemon theme if we want to, but we don't have time for this. Yeah, for real. Well, you should have actually brought a Pokemon with Fly with you. Yeah, I know. Alright. Ooh. Alright. Of course. Of course. Yep, and that's the Rocket Grunt that actually stole the parts. Yep, and that is the final Rocket Grunt we have to defeat. Pretty much. This Rocket Grunt is a little bit tough, but for me, he is not tough at all. I am way tougher. Repel expired. Don't care. Nah, I don't care either. Although we do get to maybe hear the wild Pokemon battle theme, and darn, I forgot to swap out Pokemon. Well, actually, it's okay. I don't think Haunter even leveled up. No. No, he didn't. This Duck Trio does go for Dig. Or Magnitude, which is also pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, but Magnitude 5 isn't all that bad. It just goes for a 2-turn attack. Alright, now I don't think staying in would be smart. Nope. I'm not gonna bother. Ooh. 3 of my Pokemon are weak to ground. I gotta use you, Daisy. You have the best defense. Very smart idea. Magnitude 6 could have knocked out your Haunter, theoretically. Oh, it goes for, yeah. Sure, now you can go for Dig. Yeah, but even same type, that doesn't do that much. And Bites knocks it out. I really hope no Duck Trio again. A Primeape. Okay, yeah, that's definitely not a good matchup against me. Let's use a Pokemon that cannot be hurt by Primeape. Well, it can't have the elemental punches, can it? I don't think it can, despite it having massive hands. Although, his special defense is quite bad, so we can easily one-shot it. Thanks for the experience points, boy. Poliwrath. Also not a good matchup, pretty much. Although your serve is pretty good. You can't tank Psychic. Or it can. It does. Bro. You could have literally used anything other than Water Gun. Yeah, if that would have knocked me out, I would have been so surprised. But yeah, in this episode, we'll only focus on the story stuff. We don't need to worry about anything else. And there is the wild battle team you hear. Do you think one of us will eventually find a shiny? No. Don't think that is likely to happen. Alright, we don't need Cut anymore. Or maybe we do. No, I think you do. Alright, I'm gonna heal up all the power points because it's necessary. And I think Daisy, I thought about it, and I think we can easily destroy Lieutenant Surge next as gym leader. Then we can go on to Erica, then pretty much we can then choose Sabrina, Misty, and after Misty we can go to Diglett, we can wake up Snorlax, go to Diglett Cave. I still have my Master Ball though. So in case it is a shiny Snorlax, we can catch it. I don't think you're gonna find one. Alright, first I have to enter the gym. Let's see. I'm gonna lead with Fire Mario for this. It still has Strength. I can later on lead Strength. Oops, I'm so sorry, you're not hurt, okay? Yeah, this guy is definitely on something. And yeah, you have to battle him in order to get the machine, in order to let him, he will tell you soon where the machine part is. However, what this boy loves to do is hide. Alright, final Rocket Grunt battle, and after that we don't have to battle any more Grunts. It's pretty weird to fight one literally just at the end of the game. Yeah, I know. Thunder Punch is, even though it's not same type, it can pretty much just... Okay, no knockout. Ooh, it tries to flinch you. Not gonna happen. Sorry, Mr. Rocket Grunt. Bye-bye. Alright, that's that Rocket Grunt gone. I don't see any trainers, which is a good thing. I just found a regular potion. What's the point of that? You know what? I have a good use of that potion. Bye-bye. Pretty good use, just to waste it. Alright, here are 6 mandatory trainers, or a lot more than that. We're gonna take them all out pretty much in this battle. Alright. You with your Oddish can't do anything to Flamethrower. And I really gotta thank you, Daisy, for letting me have it right away, because having to wait until level 61 is way too ridiculous. I can barely get it after being almost close to beating Red. Yeah, that was indeed way too late. And this is why I just went to the move tutor, got 4,000 coins, because you need coins in order to get the moves you need. And then we are able to get the other moves. It's also why JROS11 as YouTuber doesn't show you much of that, because it's pretty much a big pain in order to do all of this. You need to spend time at the game corner, pay a lot of stuff in. Yeah, it's indeed not worth it. Alright, Wigglytuff and Gramble. Both of those are normal type. Yep. Gramble could be rock type, I'm not sure. No, it's pure normal. Wow, Bite does nothing. Indeed, it does nothing. Alright. That's another Pokemon down. So yeah, will we just battle the pretty much the gym leaders for their remaining episodes? Yeah, pretty much. Alright, Tangela. That is a pretty defensive monster as Pokemon, so this is why I gotta use Flamethrower. Yeah, pretty good. It's a good thing it's a special move as well, because that, of course, will easily knock out the Tangela. Alright. Level 46 Fire Mario. Nice. Yep. And I get to use Dry Bones a little bit more because of Vaporeon. So that'll be extra nice. Alright, Thunderbolts. Not a one-shot. Why would it go for Bites? That is not very effective. The AI doesn't pretty much know that it goes for a random move. But even though Vaporeon is a pretty defensive monster and has a ton of HP, doesn't really matter. Alright, I'm gonna switch out Pokemon for now. Okay. And a question. Yeah, you already said it, but do you really want to defeat Lieutenant Surge? His team is pretty high level. Even though his team is very high level, I have Earthquake, and that should all want. And even even though we're pretty under leveled, because yes, this is Perfect Crystal, which means we have Heart Gold and Soul Silver level. Yeah, we have Heart Gold and Soul Silver. We're dealing with Heart Gold, Soul Silver levels here. That also means that Red, it has over level 80 Pokemon, except that instead of a Lapras, he still has the Espeon. The teams are the same, but the levels are Heart Gold and Soul Silver, pretty much. And if one Pokemon doesn't make the cut, it'll just do it does the original Gold and Silver team, pretty much. I'm not really sure. Just gonna use, I'm not really sure. I think I'm gonna go for you, Daisy, to lead off with, because you don't really have a lot of problem. I'm gonna swap all the level 46 Pokemon below. So that way I can easily swap in and out. Alright, that is number 4. And then we have number 5 to face right after. Yeah, it wasn't until Pokemon Emerald you could do tag team battles. Yep. It's a good thing I actually thought about leading off with you, because Gloom is there, and it's pretty bulky. And the only way to status it is... the only way for me to status it with you is Confuse Ray, pretty much. Oh, but it has its own way of statusing me, Sleep Powder. Pretty much I deserve that, I guess. Yeah, but Gloom is confused, so yeah. Keep hitting yourself in confusion, alright. I'm still asleep. It's no longer confused. Defense drop, great. Oh, it goes for Moonlight. That is not really good in this game. Of course. I thought sleep lasts for 1 and 3 turns. Well, it's theoretically wrong. The game actually made a mistake. It's actually still 1 and 7 turns, but you can pretty much just wake up at any time. So yeah, this game is pretty much wrong. It took us 6 turns to wake up, which is actually long if you think about it. Alright, there's the flinch we need. Of course, you gotta equip a Citrus Berry. Nice. And yes, Gold Berry is the Generation 2 name of the Citrus Berry, which restores 30 HP. Alright, perfect Pokemon for my Magneton. Pidgeotto. Wished it was a Pidgeot, but alright. She also could have evolved a Pidgeot already, but she just delayed evolution. Yeah, this is why trained Pokemon really don't really care much about their Pokemon and don't train them a lot. Yeah, they have pretty much pretty bad IVs and no effort values at all. What? That's not a good matchup. We'll make it work. 1 status and that is good. Freeze being the best, Burns being the 2nd best, and Paralyze being the 3rd best. Pedal dance. Sure. You can pretty much just make... Well, it can go for pedal dance all at once, but later it gets confused. Which, of course, happens because pedal dance is... Yeah, pedal dance is basically thrash, but then the grass type thrash. Because it lasts between 3 to 4 turns. It could also be 2 turns. And you will get confused due to fatigue at the end. Yeah. I had seen Gyarados use thrash in the champion battle, and that pretty much has to cost itself to almost faint. And it went for Dragon Rage pretty much against my Blastoise, which is, of course, a set damage move of 40. Alright, we need this to KO. Let's go. That was a little bit of a mistake. Alright. And now this trainer wants to bug you. Yep, and this is why I left with you, Daisy, because what if, yeah, because in a case where Magneton was very low, it would have not been good. Yeah, especially since this trainer has a Nidoking. Thrash. Alright, go for your own move. I don't care. Why did you decide to go for Confuse Ray? I'm gonna... Because Nidoking has pretty horrible defense and pretty good attack, which means if it hits himself in Confusion, it does a lot of damage. It also could have been confused by Fatigue already. Yeah, true. Alright. It's doing decent damage. We're just gonna stick with bites. Hit yourself. Good. Alright, and now Nidoking is knocked out with this bite. Yep. And look at that. A lot of experience points for you. Let's see if there's any items. No items from what I can tell. Hold on. Alright. Yeah, I'll stick with you, Daisy. You're tough. Well, I'm tough too. So we're both an equal match. Alright, 3 Pokemon. Paris, alright, nice. I'll just let it flinch by using Bite. It goes for Slash, which is an automatic critical hit in Generation 1. Well, with Paris' speed, no. With Paris' terrible speed, it doesn't always crit, but it crits maybe over 50%. But yeah, Paris is indeed a terrible Pokemon, because I can literally just use my starter, and a single, and pretty much even a weak Ember would knock it out if I had it, or Flame Wheel, because this Pokemon is 4 times weak to fire, with terrible speed, terrible special defense, terrible everything, so Paris, not a good idea. And this girl probably has it has the entire Paris line. How are you that tough with a Paris line? I mean, yes, you have Spore, you could use whatever move you like, but against the fire Pokemon, you are a complete joke. Talking all mighty and things, and yeah, this is what happens. You're kidding. Nope. Nope, I am not kidding. You're not that great. Oh yeah, very funny, man. Oh, it looks like you did need cut. Porygon, alright, interesting. Yeah, it can't go for conversion because conversion would fail because I use a status move. And you know what I'm gonna do? Just make its life very hard. Confuse very toxic. Yeah. It goes for Zap Cannon. Well, yeah, that's automatically gonna paralyze. Lock on. Yeah, that's gonna make his next move not miss if it isn't Alright, you have to burn through another full heal. Yeah, actually, you know what? No, I don't even need the full heal. I just need to restore some HP and then I'm all set. If I now use the full heal, I pretty much just wasted it because I would be paralyzed again. Sharpen, yeah, that's just going to increase your attack. But that doesn't matter now because you're knocked out. Why that Porygon didn't have any conversion, that was weird. And what do you want? We got a nugget, of course. Alright, last trainer, which is an ace trainer. Yep, I knew it. Or a cool trainer in this case. Alright, bring it on, Kevin. Ooh, a Rhyhorn. Does this thing have Horn Drill? I really hope it doesn't. Because that's how I died usually in Fire Red. It did win for Horn Drill, but it missed. Well, Dodd missed. It only has a 30% accuracy. So I'm pretty glad it missed, because if it did hit, Elisa was done for, because it's a 1-hit KO move, and 1-hit KO moves always have a 30% accuracy. Yup. And in Generation 1, which is the thing, you can only land a 1-hit KO move if you outspeed the Pokemon. Yup, and this is why speedrunners of Generation 1 with Nidoking used, of course, X accuracy to make sure that Horn Drill would always hit. And it also, of course, made sure that, yeah. And it also went for X speed, so that way it always goes first. Starmie is pretty much just a sweeper Pokemon at this point. Yep, that's indeed true. Although, I wish the trainer had a Blastoise. You're only saying that just to make me bust again. You shouldn't be busting over a Pokemon, AZ. Let alone your favorite starter. You can't talk when you bust over Venusaur and the entire line previously. Alright, whatever. Alright, time to interfere in Misty's date. Oh, why did you have to show up and bug us now? Do you know what they call people like you? Pests. Hey, that's an illness! You can't say that! Are they Johto badges? If you have 8, you must be good. Okay, then come to Serena. I'll be happy to take you on. Not today, Misty. Maybe later. And yeah, here is Bill's grandpa, and that is the way you normally would be getting every single evolution stone in the game. But in Crystal, you can infinitely call people to... You can do the trick where you can get stones for free. You just need to have a certain amount of contacts that only gives you evolution stones. And what you then need to do is to talk to your mom and change daylight savings over and over again. Make sure you save, because it can also ask you to rebattle. And if you do this enough times, it'll give you the stone. But in Perfect Crystal, you can buy the evolution stones. Which, by the way, if you're ever going to do a catch-em-all run in Pokemon Crystal, use Perfect Crystal. This is the perfect game, because it makes catching them all way easier than normally. You still need to trade some Pokemon in, like probably the Vulpix line and everything. Or, yeah, that. But pretty much, there's a lot of Pokemon here you can get. But yeah, that is it, guys. That is all for today I have for you guys. Yup. Hopefully you all enjoyed Rosalina's gameplay. If you did, then hit the like button, share it to your friends, subscribe if you're new. Yes, and we'll see you all for the next part. Alright, bye guys. See ya! We'll meet you at part 24.